There is one document that changed everything about how I make YouTube videos. It's not a thumbnail template, it's not a title formula, it's something way more important. And if you don't have this document, you're working way harder than you need to. YouTube feels random sometimes. Some videos blow up, some don't, but it's not actually random. The difference is simple. You either know who you're talking to or you don't. I'm going to show you how to make this document. You'll learn how to build your own audience analysis, use it to make better choices, and even take it one step further with AI so you can predict what will work before you ever film. This will help you get more consistent views per video, have confidence in video ideas before filming, the ability to predict which videos will work, and less wasted time on videos that flop. You'll walk away with a real system for building momentum instead of just hoping your next video hits. And to make it as easy as possible for you to make this for yourself, I made a worksheet that you can use. It'll only take you a few moments and you'll have this for yourself. It's linked in the description. But first, there's a problem. Some videos hit, some flop. It looks random. There's actually a pattern. The videos that work connect with specific groups of people. The ones that flop miss completely. Most creators think it's about quality or effort or luck, but the real issue is different. They're actually doing everything backwards. They're waiting for YouTube to tell them who their audience is, waiting for a pattern to show up, waiting for the almighty algorithm to reveal some secret. And while they wait, every video is a guess. Every title, every thumbnail, every topic, just hoping this one connects. Eventually you get a hit. A video does way better than usual. You're excited, growing, but 9 times out of 10, that video wasn't even made for who you thought it was. And now you're stuck. Do you make more of what you didn't plan to make? Or do you break expectations and make stuff you actually wanted to create? Either way, you lose. You're trapped making content you didn't plan for, or you're letting down the audience you built by accident. So many creators fail to grow because they're waiting for YouTube to tell them who their audience is, instead of deciding who they want to reach. Speaking of reach, if you could take a moment to press the like button for me, you'll help me to reach more people like you who need to hear this too. Thanks for doing me that favor. Successful creators do it differently. They don't wait for YouTube to tell them who their audience is. They decide first. They get clear about exactly who they're talking to. Then it's YouTube's job to find that person. That's the shift. You're not waiting for patterns, you're creating them. After my first big video, I knew something. If I didn't figure out why this worked, I'd never be able to do it again. I couldn't just hope. So I wrote down everything that I understood about my audience in one document, an audience analysis. I have spent months improving it, making it better, learning what works, and now it's the single most important thing I use for every video I make. This is the document I'm about to give you. Since making this, my growth has not slowed down. All of my biggest videos come from this document. Because I made this, I learned that you guys really love honest reality checks, deep systems like this one, and you're tired of get-rich-quick YouTube gurus. I kind of already knew all of that already, but I couldn't put it into words. This document made it crystal clear. So again, there's a link to my worksheet in the description so that you can have this by the end of the video. This way you don't need to build your own from scratch. I'll walk you through it. It's super easy. But first, I need to pay the bills. So let me tell you about the sponsor of today's video. I get a lot of questions from you guys in my comments asking me about YouTube Shorts. Should you be making them? I think if you're already making long form videos and you want to test Shorts without adding hours to your workload, there's a smart way to do it. And that's where Nexus Clips comes in, and they're sponsoring this video. The problem most creators face is you either spend hours editing vertical videos from scratch, or you skip Shorts entirely because they're not worth the time. Nexus Clips takes your existing long-form videos and automatically finds the best moments for Shorts. It uses AI to identify clips that work as standalone content, adds captions, and formats everything for vertical. What I like is that it's not randomly chopping up your video. It finds moments that make sense on their own. So if you want to test a short, you're looking at minutes of cleanup work instead of hours starting from scratch. If you want to branch out to Shorts without the usual time sink, it's one of the best ways to do it. You can go to nexusclips.com and use code DAVE for a discount, or you can just click the link in the description. I'm going to show you how to make this for yourself in just a moment, but first, what's in an audience analysis? It's not just demographics. It's not just men aged 25 to 40. That surface stuff doesn't help you make choices. A real audience analysis breaks down who your people are and what they need. There are 5 main things, and I'll use my own audience as an example for each one. First, demographics and psychographics. Not just age and location. Where are they in their journey? In my case, small YouTube creators, under 5,000 subscribers, 6 months to 3 years in. They're past the beginner stuff. They're getting serious. Second, pain points and motivations. What are they struggling with? I found out my audience has too much information. They know a ton of tactics, but they can't put them together to get real results. They're wondering if this is even worth their time. Third, content preferences and how they engage. What do they actually watch? I learned my audience saves content and comes back to it. They watch things twice. They want big systems, not quick tips. They want to feel empowered to do this themselves. Fourth, what makes your content different? I discovered that honest reality checks plus real systems is what works for my audience. Telling them their struggles are normal and showing them how to get through it. And fifth, what are they saying in their own words? Real comments from my videos. Things like, I spend 10 to 20 hours per video and get 40 views. Or, when does this become worth it? That's real. That's specific. That's what you need to capture from your audience. When you have all of these pieces about your audience, you're not just guessing anymore. You know who you're talking to and what they need. Let me show you how to get all of this for yourself. We're going to walk through this step by step. It's pretty simple. And again, if you want to make this super easy, grab the worksheet. It's in the description. You can copy paste almost all of this. You'll be done in half the time. Step one is to start your AI conversation. Open Claude or ChatGPT and start with this prompt. I'd like your help to make an audience analysis document for my YouTube channel. I'll give you my video titles and their view counts and the transcripts and comments from my biggest videos. Could you turn it into a document that explains my audience to me? Don't send it yet. We're going to go grab that stuff. Step two, add your video performance data. Go to your YouTube channel's main video page and copy all your video titles and view counts. Paste them right into the conversation. Even if you only have 5 or 10 videos, this works. You don't need a huge channel. You just need enough data to spot patterns. Step 3, find your top performers, which you can do by looking at what you just pasted. Which videos got more views than your average? 3 times or more. Those are your outliers. Pick 4 or 6 of them, or however many you have of these videos. And this is the important part. Include different types of content. Don't just pick all of your how-to videos or all of your story videos. You want examples of everything you make. I made a mistake when I first did this. All of my biggest videos back then were about mental toughness on YouTube, mindset stuff, encouragement, and I completely missed the people who wanted step-by-step systems. When I made my first audience analysis, I only had half the picture. I had to go back and fix it. Don't make that mistake. Pick videos that show your full range of what you make. Step 4 is to add transcripts and comments, one by one. Now you're going to go back and forth. For each outlier video, grab the transcript and its comments and then paste them into your AI conversation. And you can get your transcript in 2 ways. Option 1 is to go to the YouTube video page itself and click more in the description and show a transcript and then copy it. Or option 2 is in your YouTube studio. You can pick your video, click languages, edit subtitles, and then you can copy the transcript from there. Either way works. Then grab 50 to 100 or as many comments as you have from that same video. And you don't need to look for anything specific. Just grab everything. It'll include all of the different problems they have, the big moments, questions they're asking, frustrations they're sharing. Paste the transcript into your AI conversation and then paste the comments right after it. Still, don't send it yet. Then do this for the next video. Transcript, comments, paste. Keep going until you've done all of your top performers. These comments tell you what's really working, what problems you're solving, what questions you're answering. Your audience is talking straight to you. Step 5, ask AI to create your analysis. And if you'd like, you can also add this before you hit send. Now, please make a full audience analysis that includes demographics, psychographics, pain points, motivations, content preferences, how people engage, what makes my content different, and content strategy ideas. Then hit send and let it work its magic. AI will look at everything you gave it and create a document that breaks down exactly who your audience is. Step 6 is crucial. Review and fix it. Don't just take what AI gives you and call it done. Read through it. Does this match who you want to serve? This analysis is based on your current viewers, but you might want to reach someone a little bit different. If this analysis shows your current audience is one thing, but you want to serve a different audience, tell the AI. Ask it to change the document to target your ideal audience and suggest how to shift your content strategy. Or maybe the analysis shows you multiple groups and you're most excited about serving one specific group. Tell the AI to focus on that group and give you detailed ideas for their unique needs. The goal isn't just understanding who's watching now, it's being clear about who you want to reach. That's how you grow on purpose instead of by accident. Step 7 is simple. Save it and use it. Save this document somewhere where you can easily get to it. I keep mine in a Google Doc. That way I can easily copy and paste it as I need it. Plan to update it every 3 months. As you make more videos, you'll learn more about your audience. You'll have a better understanding. The document gets stronger over time. It's that simple. That's how you make your audience analysis. If you use the worksheet that I put in the description, you can literally have this done in a few minutes just by following the steps. Let me show you why this is helpful even if you never use AI with it. This document changes how you make every choice. Let's say you're trying to come up with a title and you have 3 options. Before, you'd just guess. Maybe you'd look at what's working for other creators. Maybe you'd go with what sounds good to you. Now, you pull up your audience analysis, read through their pain points, look at what they're saying in their own words. Suddenly, one of those titles clearly speaks to them. You're not guessing anymore. You know. Same with thumbnails. You're not just making something that looks cool, you're making something that makes your specific audience curious based on what you know they care about. Scripts too. When you know your audience struggles with too much information, you don't make surface level tip videos. You make big deep dives that they can come back to. That's what they really want. I can't tell you how many times I've seen a video and then thought to myself, ooh, that looks like it's working. Maybe I'll try something like that. And then remember my audience analysis and know that it's actually not a good idea. What works for someone else's audience might not work for yours. That's okay. You're not trying to reach everyone. You're just trying to reach your people. This document is your filter. It helps you say no to things that don't serve your audience, even when they look tempting, and it helps you say yes with confidence to the things that do. You don't need to do this next part. Everything I just showed you works on its own, but watch how powerful this gets when you combine this document with AI. Here are 3 specific ways that I like to use it. The first is title generation. Let's say I have an idea for a video. I want to make something about YouTube analytics. I open Claude and say, I'm thinking about making a video about understanding YouTube analytics. Could you use my audience analysis and make 5 title options that will work best for my audience? Then I paste in my audience analysis, watch what happens. The AI doesn't give me basic titles. It gives me titles specifically made for small creators who are frustrated with up and down results. It uses language that matches what my audience really likes. Without the audience analysis, AI gives you generic slop. But with it, AI gives you targeted ideas that are way more likely to work. You can take this even further by giving it a list of proven title frameworks, which gives it the guardrails to give you amazing titles every time. This is how you can shortcut to good enough titles immediately. If you want to learn more about that, you can watch this video next. The second way that I use this is for concept validation. Sometimes I have an idea that seems good, but I'm not sure if it really serves my audience. So I ask the AI, I'm thinking about making a video about topic with the title, and the thumbnail concept, describe the thumbnail. Based on my audience analysis, does this serve my core audience's needs? How can I angle this to be most helpful to them specifically? The AI will tell me. Sometimes it says, yes, this is great. Sometimes it says, this could work, but you need to angle it differently. Your audience doesn't care about technical details. They care about how to use it. That saves me from wasting 10 to 20 hours on a video that would flop. This last one I'll share with you is one of my favorite uses too. Sometimes I see a video concept that's working for another creator, and I think it could work for my audience too, but maybe not quite in the same way. I give the AI my audience analysis. I tell it about the video concept that I saw and ask, how would I translate this concept so that my audience would like it best? The AI reshapes the whole approach. The angle changes, the language changes, the promise changes, because my audience needs something different than the other creator's audience. This is how you take inspiration without copying. You're not stealing ideas, you're adapting them for your specific audience. AI without audience context is just a fancy random idea maker. It'll give you ideas, but they won't line up with who you're trying to reach. AI with your audience analysis becomes your personal YouTube helper. Every suggestion is filtered through the lens of your specific audience. Every title, every concept, every script structure is made for the people you're trying to serve. That's the difference. That's why this document is so powerful when you level it up with AI. I use it in every step of the process when I'm making my content, and you can see how I do it in this video, which I will remind you about at the end of this one. One more thing that I want you to understand is that this document gets better over time. Every video you make teaches you more about your audience. You see what works, you read new comments, you spot new patterns, and you make the analysis better. Maybe you add a new pain point you didn't know about. Maybe you adjust the psychographics based on what you're learning. Maybe you get more specific about what they really want. The document evolves with your channel. Creators who do this early have a huge advantage. They're learning and getting better from video 5 instead of video 50. There are plenty of creators who don't need this document, but it took them years to develop that gut feeling, years of trial and error, years of figuring out who their audience is through hundreds of videos. You can skip that entire process by being clear right now. Make this document, use it for every video, let it guide your choices. Watch what happens to your consistency. You'll stop wasting time on videos that flop. You'll start predicting what will work before you film. You will build momentum instead of hoping for it. YouTube will finally start paying attention to you because you're consistently serving the same audience with helpful content that they really want. That's how you build a channel that actually grows. So now you know how to build your audience analysis, the foundation of consistent YouTube growth. You now need to know how to use it at every step of making a video. That's where the magic happens. I shared a few ways to use it in this video, but in this one, I walk you through all 6 steps of my process, from idea generation to final script, showing you exactly how I put this to use at each stage of video making. I give you the entire workflow that you can copy. You'll see the actual prompts, the specific tools, the systematic approach that's helped me to publish consistently every week without burning out. This is how I grew on YouTube, and you can do it too.